Noah Brown, one of the beloved stars of Alaskan Bush People, has endured a series of heart-wrenching tragedies that have left a lasting mark on his life. Known for his hands-on skills and deep love for his tight-knit family, Noah's world was turned upside down when his father, Billy Brown, passed away unexpectedly in 2021. The devastating loss came at a pivotal time for Noah, as he was working tirelessly to create a safe and stable home for his wife and child. The sudden passing of his father not only shattered his world, but also cast a long shadow over his ability to move forward. Despite the overwhelming grief and challenges, Noah's unwavering commitment to his family drives him to keep pushing ahead. His resilience in the face of such adversity is both inspiring and heartbreaking. Join us as we delve into the profound impact of these tragedies on Noah's life, exploring the strength and determination that help him navigate through his darkest days. Discover the untold story of Noah Brown's journey through loss, love, and the unbreakable bond of family. Being a family-oriented man, Noah Brown faced one of his toughest struggles with those he held dear. Known as the brilliant problem solver of the Alaskan Bush People, Noah often found himself in the role of rescuer. Yet, when it came to his own family, especially regarding his wife, the situation grew complicated. Noah and his wife, Rain, met in 2016 in Hoona, Alaska, during her trip. Their connection was immediate, a classic love-at-first-sight tale. A year into their blossoming relationship, Noah decided it was time to take things to the next level. During a romantic sunset hike in Juneau, he proposed. A year later, they tied the knot in an intimate Idaho ceremony surrounded by close family and friends. Their life together in the harsh Alaskan wilderness was filled with challenges, but it was the family dynamics that tested their resolve. Some of the Bush people, especially Noah's sister Bird Brown, weren't thrilled about Rain's presence. Despite Noah and Bird's once close sibling bond, things soured with Rain's arrival. The tension between the two women became evident, leaving Rain's post-wedding life fraught with difficulty. The friction allegedly stemmed from Rain's name change. Originally named Ruth, she adopted Rain long before meeting Noah, wanting a fresh identity. However, Bird reportedly felt the name change was a personal affront, likening it to a single white female scenario. The family rumors intensified, suggesting disapproval over Rain adopting the Brown surname. Noah, however, stood firm, publicly supporting his wife and dismissing the gossip. Amid the swirling controversies, Noah remained the dedicated husband, showcasing his unwavering commitment to Rain. His actions reflected his deep-seated values as a family man, determined to protect and support his wife, no matter the familial challenges. The name controversy might have painted a challenging picture for Rain within the Brown family, but Noah didn't waver. He made it abundantly clear that Rain was not just his wife, but a fully embraced member of the family. Yet, the name issue was just the tip of the iceberg for Noah's struggles. Before Noah and Rain's wedding, the Brown family found themselves entangled in a serious legal storm. Noah, along with 5 other family members, was dragged into court over fraud allegations. The charges? A staggering 60 counts, ranging from first-degree unsworn falsification to first- and second-degree theft. The origin of these charges lay in Alaska's Permanent Fund Dividend (PFD) program, a financial lifeline for long-term residents. The Browns saw an opportunity to supplement their income through the PFD, designed for residents who had lived in Alaska for at least 12 months. However, their claims were scrutinized when a tip-off led to a thorough investigation by the Alaskan Department of Revenue. It turned out the Browns had falsified information on their PFD applications, failing to meet the required physical presence criteria. The rule was clear. Applicants couldn't spend more than 180 days a year outside Alaska. Evidence revealed the Browns had exceeded this limit, spending significant time away filming their reality show. Billy Brown, the family patriarch, took the hardest hit with 24 charges tied to fraudulently claiming around $113,000. Eventually, Billy pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 30 days in jail, coupled with mandatory community service and a fine. Additionally, the entire Brown family, including Noah, was permanently barred from applying for PFD funds. To avoid jail time, other family members involved had to repay the misappropriated funds. As if legal troubles weren't enough, 2017 brought a devastating health scare that shook the family to its core. Amy Brown, the matriarch, was diagnosed with advanced lung cancer, a diagnosis that forced the Browns to leave their secluded Alaskan home and seek treatment in Southern California. The prognosis was grim. Amy was given only a 3% chance of survival. But Amy wasn't one to surrender without a fight. She embarked on an aggressive treatment regimen, including radiation and chemotherapy, determined to beat the odds. Throughout this ordeal, Billy and the children rallied around Amy, providing unwavering support and reassurance. Their collective strength became a beacon of hope, showcasing the family's resilience and deep-rooted commitment to one another amidst life's toughest challenges. Amy Brown's battle with cancer was nothing short of grueling. At one point, her weight dropped to a frail 77 pounds. The process was tough, but the family's unwavering support and her determination paid off. A few months later, the Browns received miraculous news. Amy's cancer had mysteriously disappeared. The relief was palpable, and Amy wasted no time beginning her recovery, which allowed the family to return to their beloved wilderness life. However, just as things seemed to stabilize, Amy faced another health crisis. Years after her cancer battle, she was rushed back to the hospital, this time with a severe case of pneumonia. Given her weakened immune system from previous treatments, this new diagnosis deeply worried both the Browns and their fans. Snowbird, always quick to update their loyal followers, took to Instagram to ease their concerns. "Everyone's been asking how Mom is doing," she shared. "So I just wanted to let you guys know she was admitted to the hospital. She's okay and on antibiotics now. It's a severe case of pneumonia, but they're taking good care of her." Despite the severity, the family once again rallied around Amy. The pneumonia hit hard, leaving her bedridden under critical medical care. With plenty of rest and regular checkups, Amy gradually regained her strength, eventually rejoining the family on the show. Her slow but steady recovery showcased the Browns' resilience and their commitment to facing life's challenges together. Just when it seemed the worst was behind them, another tragedy struck, leaving the Brown family shattered. In February 2021, the Wolfpack suffered a devastating loss with the passing of Billy Brown, the family patriarch and the heart of Alaskan Bush People. Billy's sudden death at 68 from a fatal seizure at their Washington state home marked a turning point for the family and the show. Billy had long struggled with health issues, including heart problems, but his passing was still a shock. He wasn't just the head of the family. He was their guide, their rock, and the embodiment of their wilderness spirit. His leadership and presence had become the very soul of the show, making his loss deeply felt by both the family and their audience. Noah was the first to break the heartbreaking news to the public. In an emotional Instagram post, he described Billy as his best friend, expressing the profound pain of losing him. "He passed away peacefully, surrounded by his loving family," Noah shared. The rest of the Brown family followed, sharing heartfelt memories and their sorrow, painting a picture of a family united in grief, but determined to honor Billy's legacy. Amy Brown, the devoted wife of Billy Brown since the very beginning, was utterly devastated by his passing. To honor their beloved patriarch, the Browns, along with the show's producers, dedicated a heartfelt episode titled "Back to the Bush." This special installment was a poignant tribute, filled with emotional moments as the family gathered to celebrate Billy's enduring legacy. Each family member reflected on Billy's profound influence and the invaluable lessons he imparted. Scenes showed heartfelt discussions about navigating life without their guiding force. The show's usual adventurous tone shifted to one of mourning, as the Browns deliberated on how to preserve Billy's dream. His vision was for the family to continue living in the wild, a lifestyle deeply ingrained in their identity. The episode raised a crucial question among fans. Could the Browns sustain this way of life without Billy leading the way? Despite these concerns, the Browns were determined to carry on. They made a collective pledge to uphold Billy's dream, promising to keep the cameras rolling and prove that his legacy would endure through their dedication. As if the loss of their patriarch wasn't enough, the Browns faced another devastating blow when a wildfire ravaged their new ranch in Washington in 2020. The Palmer Fire swept through Okanogan County, destroying the Browns' recently acquired 6,000-acre property. This ranch was not only their new home, but also a vital filming location for the show. In a somber video update, Noah and his siblings shared the extent of their loss. Despite the destruction, they were grateful for their timely rescue and assured fans they didn't need financial aid, but rather emotional support and prayers. The fire was a significant setback, coming at a time when the family was just beginning to rebuild after Amy's health scare and Billy's sudden death. The financial blow was immense, as the ranch was valued at around $1.6 million. But the fire didn't just take away their property, it disrupted their entire way of life. Forced to seek shelter in city hotels, the Browns were far removed from the wilderness they cherished. The ranch had been a symbol of Billy's dreams, and its loss was a harsh reminder of their struggles. However, true to their resilient spirit, the Browns were determined to rebuild and honor Billy's vision, no matter the challenges. Amidst the rebuilding, Noah faced yet another personal tragedy. After the fire, he and his wife Rain made the difficult decision to leave the wilderness and move to the city. The fire had engulfed everything they owned, leaving them with no choice but to relocate temporarily. Speculation quickly swirled among fans about the reasons behind Noah's move. Some suggested a family crisis, while others believed it was due to Rain expecting their second child. Noah took to Instagram to set the record straight. In a candid post, he explained that their move was solely due to the devastating fire, which had consumed everything they had. Until they could rebuild, they were staying in a rental house, determined to recover and continue their journey. Noah Brown, known for his resilience, made it clear to his fans he wasn't looking for donations or handouts. All he wanted was their unwavering support. As the new season of Alaskan Bush People unfolded, viewers followed Noah on his quest to find a new home after the devastating fire. The journey wasn't easy. Many properties failed to meet his standards, but eventually, he found the perfect place for his young family. This new home, situated on a secluded island, promised a fresh start. The isolated setting echoed the wilderness life Noah had always known, offering a familiar environment where he could raise his children in line with his upbringing. Relocating from the ranch was a significant shift, but there was a sense of relief as fans saw Noah finally settle into a place that felt right. However, his move sparked questions about his long-term plans with the show. The Browns had vowed to uphold their patriarch's legacy by remaining in the wilderness, yet Noah had now stepped outside that boundary. Despite this, it seemed Noah was still aligned with the Wolfpack's vision, though he might find himself juggling between his island home and the wilderness. During his house hunting adventures, Noah faced more than just property challenges. A mishap led to him hitting his head on a metal pole, leaving a noticeable dent. But this was just one incident among many. Noah revealed he had suffered more concussions over the years than most professional boxers, a revelation that shocked fans. Known as the brainy one of the Wolfpack, Noah now grappled with memory loss and forgetfulness, attributed to persistent post-concussive syndrome, a condition that might stay with him for life. Despite the gravity of his situation, Noah injected humor into his conversations with his wife. He joked about how his taste buds seemed to have changed since the accident, even asking her to test them by trying different foods. To his surprise, he could now enjoy spicy dishes, something he previously couldn't tolerate. While his memory issues were concerning, Noah remained determined to push forward, finding his footing amidst the challenges. But life had more trials in store. His sister, Bird Brown, faced a serious health scare. Initially, her diagnosis was unclear, but further tests revealed 2 large tumors weighing 8 pounds and 4 pounds, respectively. The tumors were surgically removed, and the tissue was sent for biopsy to determine if they were cancerous. In a previous episode, Bird opened up about her medical fears. I didn't want to go to the doctor because I didn't want it to be something serious. That's why I kept putting it off. But it's a lot more serious than I thought. I might potentially have cancer. I'm supposed to be the strong one, Nothing's supposed to happen to me. The revelation of Bird's vulnerability added another layer of emotion to the Brown family's ongoing saga. Despite their trials, the Browns continued to rally together, facing each challenge with courage and unity, embodying the resilient spirit that their patriarch had instilled in them. Bird Brown, one of the stars of Alaskan Bush People, had her world turned upside down when doctors gave her a grim diagnosis. In a more recent episode, Bird opened up about her health battle, revealing the shocking truth. She had an 80% chance of surviving, but only a 50% chance that the tumors wouldn't return. While the specific type of cancer was never publicly disclosed, some speculated that Bird may have been fighting ovarian cancer, given the additional surgeries she underwent, including the removal of her appendix and part of her abdominal wall, procedures typically associated with ovarian cancer. At just 27 years old, Bird faced a heart-wrenching decision. Doctors recommended a total hysterectomy to prevent the cancer from returning and to protect her future. However, this would mean she could no longer bear children naturally. In a race against time, Bird was advised to freeze her eggs before the surgery if she wanted to keep the possibility of having children in the future. While rumors circulated that the tumors weren't cancerous, the final diagnosis was far from clear, with possibilities ranging from borderline tumors to full-blown cancer. Amid the turmoil of Bird's health scare, the Brown family had their own battles to fight. Yet, they managed to keep going, catching up with life in their own ways. But while the family was dealing with these personal challenges, there was one member whose absence on the show raised eyebrows: Matt Brown, the eldest son. Matt Brown's disappearance from Alaskan Bush People left fans wondering what happened to the once regular cast member. Though it was publicly stated that Matt moved to California, the full story remained hidden for years. In the early days of the show, the Browns seemed like the perfect family, united with their own dialect and culture. But as time went on, the family's dark secrets began to leak. The real reason behind Matt's departure from the show was more complicated than many realized. Despite the apparent closeness of the Brown family, Matt never seemed to be around, even when they relocated from California to Alaska after Ami's cancer treatment. It was eventually revealed that Matt struggled with substance use, a battle that created deep rifts within the family. His addiction issues eventually led to his departure from the show, marking the beginning of a new chapter in his life away from the public eye.